Hey, welcome. Today we're going to dive into a word you hear literally everywhere, from your coffee cup to massive corporate reports: sustainability.
But what does it actually mean? We hear it so often that it's starting to feel like just another empty buzzword. So in this explainer, we're going to cut through the noise and get to the core of what sustainability is, how it became a real science, and why it's about way, way more than just the environment.
All right, first things first. What is sustainability, really? Let's get past the buzzword. At its heart, sustainability isn't just one single thing. Think of it as this huge, sprawling concept that looks at the really complex dance between our planet, our societies, and, well, us as people. It's the new lens that fields like economics and even urban planning are using to look into the future. Now, this is the classic definition from the Brundtland Commission, and its real power is in one key phrase: without compromising the ability of future generations. This goes so far beyond just planning ahead. It's about something called intergenerational justice, this really radical idea that we have a moral responsibility to people who don't even exist yet. And this quote adds a whole other layer. See, sustainability isn't just some static definition in a textbook. It's a prediction. The real question, the real challenge, is looking at any system, a forest, a city, our economy, and asking, can this actually last? It totally transforms sustainability from a simple noun into this active, ongoing investigation. So that very challenge, that need to predict the future, is exactly what turned sustainability from a vague concept into a serious, rigorous science. Let's take a look at how that discipline actually works. And this isn't some abstract field of study either. Sustainability science was born specifically to tackle the massive, interconnected problems of our time. And yeah, we're talking about the big ones: climate change, the heartbreaking loss of species, and making sure there's enough clean water for everyone on the planet. So how do you even begin to solve these problems? The solution is something called a transdisciplinary approach, and that's more than just having different experts in a room together. It's about completely breaking down the walls between different fields. It means a biologist, an economist, a sociologist, and an engineer aren't just cooperating. They're co-creating a single solution that none of them could have possibly dreamed up on their own. So what does that look like in the real world? Well, it often follows a pretty clear framework, just like this. First, you set a really clear goal, say reducing a city's carbon emissions. Second, you have to figure out how to measure your progress with concrete indicators. And third, you analyze the entire chain of problems and possible solutions to find the most effective way forward. It's basically a structured way to handle chaos. Okay, but managing resources and crunching data, that's only one part of the story. A much deeper and honestly more profound view of sustainability has come along that puts people right at the center of the whole picture. You can see how the thinking has really evolved here. The traditional view was all about sustaining systems to meet our basic needs, food, water, shelter. But the expanded, modern view asks a much bigger, more ambitious question. Are we sustaining human freedom itself? Are we actually protecting people's ability to choose the kind of life they want to live? This reframes everything, doesn't it? True sustainability isn't just about making sure we all survive. It's about empowerment. It's about building a world where human potential can really flourish, giving every single person the liberty to define and chase their own goals. Now, trying to build a whole new scientific field to solve some of the planet's toughest problems is, well, not surprisingly, a huge challenge. So let's look at the road ahead and the hurdles this growing science is facing. These are some of the big, tricky, operational challenges. With so much information flooding in from so many different fields, just organizing all that knowledge is a massive job. Creating real synergy, not just cooperation, but actual synergy between disciplines is really tough. And the ultimate goal? Building theories that can truly bring all these different viewpoints together. But here's the good news. Despite all the hurdles, this is an incredibly dynamic and fast-moving field. Collaborative research networks are popping up all over the globe, particularly in Asia, and they're bringing fresh perspectives to these challenges. This isn't some old, settled science. It's a field being built right now in real time to meet this exact moment. And all of this leaves us with one final, incredibly important question. The problems we're facing are only getting more complex. So is this new, holistic, and human-focused science the tool we actually need to navigate what's coming? Can it really help us build a world that isn't just sustainable, but one that's also fair and full of opportunity for everyone, for all the generations to come? That is both the challenge and the promise of sustainability.